So Tim, it is a rainy Wednesday.
No, it's not. Where are you, man? It's
I'm
not
in
raining here.
I'm in New Jersey. It's we had a little. If you look
All
out my
right.
back window there, you'll see.
All
So
right, well,
you know,
stop being so gloomy. Come
no,
on,
I'm not
man.
at all.
We
Actually, I'm in a
need rain.
great.
It's the
I'm in a
spring.
great.
It's
I
the
woke
spring.
up in such a great mood.
By the way,
I,
I know you got something to say, but I mean, you're looking fucking like ripped. And sorry for my French here, man. You got like that almost tight black tee on. Have you been? Are you sculpting? Are you doing like some
well,
kind of body
I'm
thing? What are you doing, man?
I'm,
You're doing something different, and I like what you're doing, man. It's
it's that
working.
it's that steroid regimen that I've been on since COVID started.
Yeah, you're sculpting. All right, your
Was
body
it-
sculpting. Good for you.
So check this out. So I know that commercial break, we're a national show, I'd like to think, but obviously,
Global.
for us, sports is very regional. It is global in some ways. And
I
the
know it is.
other night, a guy that you've been down on. So the Rangers selected Capo Caco second in the NHL draft a couple years ago.
Try saying that 1,000 times fast. Yep.
And I was thrilled because I actually thought he was the best player coming out of that draft. The Devils took Hughes, and he has been a better NHL player. But I do think Capo is on his way. But, I know you saw he scored 2 goals, but one of the goals he scored the other night was a empty netter, which
Empty netter.
it looks good in the box score, but you and I both know that it sort of rings a bit hollow, and it's sort of reminiscent of what's going on in the market here. A lot of empty net goals.
I hear what you're going.
And I know you have some thoughts on this.
Well, right. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average is kind of at times if it's flat or up during a difficult tape. It actually houses some at times defensive, and in the current environment where industrials and some value have been defensive, I mean, I think it's masking kind of a nasty tape. So much in the same way that Capo Caco, who scores an empty netter, he had 2 goals that night, and I actually thought his first goal. Look, I don't want to call it an empty netter. It was far from it. He did a little garbage work in front of the net, which I think is how you win hockey games. But I wanted to see him coming down on the right side
on the rush
and wristing one up over the top shoulder, short side, almost a la Messier skating in on one leg. That's what I want from the guy who's supposedly the skilled guy. And again, cliches in hockey, man, because he's from Scandinavia. He's a skilled guy. You know what? You know what those skills get you?
You want to see some skill. But let me say this, just to play devil's advocate, if I may.
I hate the Devils, by the way. I hate the Devils.
I do as well. And I hate the Flyers. And Tim Kerr made a career of those just messy goals in front of the net. A cup of coffee with the Rangers, by the way. And as they say, Tim, watch me here. Watch. Okay. They all count the same.
Yeah. No, they do. They do. And the question is, though, when we were winning 2-1, and the empty netter gets us the 3-1 win against the Flyers, who have the worst mascot in sports, by the way. I mean, it's funny because the Fanatic, I actually think is clever and funny, and at times was a leader amongst mascots. I don't even know what you call the Flyers mascot, but he looks like Justin Turner, who plays for the Dodgers. Anyway, anybody who understands who I'm talking about.
So I do, because
like
that's coming from a bitter Met fan who let Justin Turner go, and he's turned into the second coming in LA. Yes.
You know what? Look, Justin Turner, who got in some hot water for popping into the team picture despite being fully COVIDed, was a Met. We didn't give him a fair shake. We let him go. We've let a lot of guys go.
Sure, yeah.
And in fact, I've got my Roto baseball draft coming up this weekend. We'll get back to this market discussion, but the question is, do I draft an Aaron Hicks, or is he made out of glass? And Clint Frazier, speaking of guys that look a little bit like Justin Turner and the mascot for the Philadelphia Flyers, because he's all red. I kind of like Frazier, man. I think Frazier's going to have a breakout year. And not only is this an international show and a national show, so people all over the world are watching Commercial Break, I think some of the guys that are in my Roto League are watching Commercial Break right now, and I'm worried I'm giving away some of the goods. But Frazier,
then I won't tell them what you say off camera about them, for sure. Yeah. Listen, I think Clint Frazier is going to have a breakout campaign.
Campaign.
Because I think the everything. The stars have lined up for Clint Frazier. And by the way, before we get out of here quickly,
Yeah, we got
you
it.
said something about a nasty tape. And, you know, it's so funny. I was doing this last night on the clicker, and I came across the great Beverly Hills Cop right at the scene when they're in that establishment. And the song that's playing is "Do You Think I'm a Nasty Girl?" and Eddie Murphy doing his Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, by the way, is a genius. Full stop. You can't tell me otherwise.
I remember seeing Eddie Murphy. What was it? Raw? Was that the name of? Yeah, he was wearing that blue leather suit, pantsuit. Like he you know, I mean,
owned it.
He owned it. He was hysterical, and what you know, we don't have time for this. I think Eddie Murphy. There might have been something going on then that was masking some nastiness inside Eddie Murphy, because he disappeared. Like I don't know what happened. And it kind of feels like this tape. Watch the dollar guy. It feels a little bit ugly. Emerging markets are down 10%. A lot of these high flying trades. Peloton's dead, even though you obviously are riding your Peloton. You're looking sleek. You're looking sculpted. Guy, enjoy the rest of your day.
And this is a question for the audience, Tim, as we get out of here. Just give us your favorite Eddie Murphy film. Just throw it out at us, Tim.
Bring it.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.